So I think the whole college thing, the service academies in particular, occurred about maybe 2 years ago when I got a postcard from West Point. Prior, my mentality was I'm going to go to some good college. I'm going to try to go into finance of some sort. But from early in high school until now, I've slowly begun to realize what it means to be a good citizen, one dedicated to service, who leads through faith. And actually, I bring this point up a lot, but Dr. L, in one of our classes, said, most of the times we just think of the benefits of being a citizen and not what it requires from us. And I think that emphasized what my whole ideology has been for the past 2.5 years, was focusing on how I could serve my country in the best possible opportunity. So hearing all these acceptances, and person A wants me to go here, person B wants me to go there, I had to figure out what I'm solving for. And what I'm solving for is what I would most benefit from in becoming a leader. And I figured, at least in this case, was West Point.
So tell me the colleges that have so far accepted, said, we want you.
Absolutely. So I applied to 4 colleges. I applied to the United States Military Academy at West Point, the United States Naval Academy, the United States Air Force Academy, and Harvard University. And I was accepted into all 4. With Harvard, I have a Navy ROTC scholarship for the Marines, which covers full tuition, but requires I graduate as a Marine officer. So each route I chose was directed so that I end in service in some way. And I was lucky with crafting the application, Dr. L's guidance, like I said, discipline in my personal life to be accepted into all these beautiful programs. I think it's definitely some luck, but it's a lot of hard work that got me to where I am right now.
Now, when do you think you might decide which one?
My heart is at West Point at the moment. I have until May 1st to officially decline everywhere else, but at this moment we're trying to achieve that long green line status for sure.
And out of the 4, why do you think you're leaning towards that?
Okay, that's a great question. So each of the academies, they focus on leadership, which I value a lot. Harvard's a prestigious university. I was grateful for the opportunity. I'm from New York, so being back home is a little bit appealing to me. West Point is a beautiful campus. Their opportunities there are extremely enormous. And I spent a week at West Point over the summer. I spent a week at the Naval Academy over the summer. And I like the daily life that West Point offers. And I feel like I want to take advantage of that military aspect, that rigor, day-to-day life. I think that where I am now, I could get by with my own self-discipline. But if I really want to achieve what I want to achieve in life, and hopefully make a good impact on society, I feel like I need that extra accountability over these next 4 years. And I feel like West Point, probably because the progression in the Army is preferable to Navy or Air Force, in my personal opinion, for my personal beliefs. But I feel like West Point would give me that accountability, so that when I graduate, I'm not just a regular person, but I'm a leader of character who consistently leads by example and inspires others to make a difference as well.
You juggle 2 jobs.
Yes, sir.
How do you do? First of all, what are they, and how do you do that? With all this you got going on, how are you able to handle 2 jobs?
That's a good question. So I work at Bistro 217. It's a high-end restaurant here in Pawleys Island. I also work at the Bagel Cafe in Litchfield. My hours as of now are Friday night, usually from 4 to 10:30, 11. Saturday morning from 8 to 2:30. Saturday night from 4 to 10:30, 11. And Sunday morning from 8 to 2:30 again. I clumped all my hours on the weekend. That way I can dedicate my weekdays for school and working out. A big part of the academies is physical fitness. So in between school, I have to work out, I have to do homework, I have to prioritize family time. So it's about managing my time and prioritizing what needs to be done. So like with work, it's all about putting it together and then making the most out of my hours. For sure.
If there's a young person that, coming up, middle school, whatever, starting high school, and they see you and say, man, I'd love to achieve that, what would your advice to them be?
Absolutely. So that's a great question. What it takes to be me, I think, is just a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, and realizing that's what you want to do. If, let's say, I know a couple kids in middle school through my time at FCA, every Monday I talk to the middle schoolers about leading through faith. So I was able to develop a relationship with a good amount of them. And I feel like if they wanted to be where I'm at now, they would have to, one, set the goal. Two, they have to define what they have to do to solve for leadership. So what extracurricular activities can they do to gain experience and learn to lead others in a meaningful way. They have to prioritize school, work hard, study. And I find that for me with school, it's a lot of paying attention in class to minimize the time I have to do homework, which gives me more opportunity to develop myself physically, mentally, and personally. And I think if they prioritize school, if they gain experience through extracurricular activities, leading, and really apply themselves, I think they can go a long way, further than me for sure.
Your faith seemed to be a very important part of making you who you are.
Absolutely.
How do you think that has helped you become who you are?
I think it's been critical for my development. So early on, my family has been Catholic and very, very strong in putting that faith upon me. But it's only been within the past 2-3 years where I've took it upon myself to really dive in and really find out what it means to be a good follower, a good disciple in the faith. And I feel like that having that as my guiding star has motivated me and kept me going throughout this process. Looking at the different avenues I have, I could solve for different variables. What can make me the most money, or what can I achieve the most pride in? But I feel like when I discern what's really important, making an impact on others and being a good leader in faith, that has helped me, one, prioritize my time, my activities, what I want to do, my free time, and has helped me stay on this course to get me where I am today. Over the past 2 years, so I've taken piano for 10-11 years now, and over the past years, in an effort to one, help out the community and add to my resume, I put on a couple shows for Paul's Island Catholic Church, or Precious Blood of Christ Catholic Church here in Paul's, where I planned, I reserved the space, I learned the songs, and I organized an event which ranged from 100 people in attendance to 200 people in attendance in support of Father Pat's Kitchen. And one last year, one the year before that. And besides that, I played piano for a couple of different charities. Let's Send These Kids to School. I played in 2 of those shows.
Ryan runs what we have chapels once a month for the entire school. He organizes it, runs it, oftentimes speaks in it. He's comfortable in that leadership role at a level that I've never seen a young man of his age. And so in terms of his dedication to his academic success, as well as just holistically as a person, whether it's service to community, service to others, service to his family. His sister actually goes to our school as well. He outshines what you would think an average 18-year-old can exhibit.